That boy is so precious. I think you keep him. Keep him, okay?
I think I will.
Oh, yes. Welcome back. Welcome back.
Yes, I'm Jennifer.
I'm your girl, Meredith. Oh, we just love it, guys. Yes, we're here till 10 o'clock. You are not losing your mind. And no, the clock is right. It's about 9:30. We've got probably a little bit less than 30 minutes. We actually cut off a little early so we can close up shop, as they say. Make sure we get everything ready for the next talent coming on. Because, things are going to be busy on the air. We've got a 10 o'clock show. I'm going to be starting here soon. So it's something that's really, it's awesome. It's
so you're really getting us for like an hour and 50 minutes. But
yeah, and really, now we found out
55 minutes maybe.
Yeah, because we learned in the 8 to 9 switchover that it's some hustle. So we may have to rework the plan, Mama.
Yes.
Otherwise, we won't get pictures with our guests and get to give them, manner exits.
We're gonna start doing it at the beginning.
Oh, yeah. Ooh, good. See, this is why she puts me in check. She keeps me in check, and that's one of the reasons I love her.
I try. It's hard sometimes.
Well, yeah, because although I do have some grace to me, it's not 100%.
You heard the boy. Meredith's got that grace.
Well, last night she had to talk me off the ledge because I was getting a little irritated with something. But
yeah, she was getting a little gritty last night. That's for sure.
That was so funny. So anyway, welcome back. So we've got, of course, we are giving you some health tips, and every week we'll be changing it up. So you're going to want to stay tuned because we're going to be hitting topics all over the place for everybody. And something that, because we don't like the drama, we don't like anything, any kind of sensational stuff, just to kind of get, people's attention, because we're real, right? And we like good stuff. So I thought,
but we do like to gossip about the drama in each other's lives.
Well, I mean,
off the air.
Yeah, we're not putting the mic on for that. Watch it. That's definitely too gritty for on air. But that being said, so we thought of a new segment that we thought we'd kind of bring to y'all called Share the Sweetness. Yeah. So really spreading the good news, right? We can, watching the TV can be so depressing.
Everything is so negative.
I know. Even trying to get the weather and traffic in the morning, it's like you have to go.
It's still depressing.
It is. You have to go through endure an entire and you just you feel for so much heartache and just horrible things going on. So that being said, and we're not, naive to the things that go on in the world at all. We still get plugged in because that's how we have to do it. But we want to spotlight, kind of share the sweetness moments, right? So
that's right.
This first one I love to talk about because, obviously it's something close to my heart because I happen to have a twin. But did you know identical twins gave birth just hours apart from each other? Can you believe it? So these ladies
at the same hospital?
I know. That's what is so blowing my mind because they are, a pair of identical twin sisters at the same hospital within hours of each other because now this is according to the Mount Auburn Hospital, and it's out of Massachusetts, all right? So it's definitely up north, but that's what we'll be spreading or sharing the sweetness from all over the world, okay? So that being said, Rachel and Becky were twin sisters. They found out they were pregnant and had due dates that were about 13 days apart. And
well, they still are. They weren't.
No, they are. Yeah, I'm sorry. Thank you. Correction.
You're welcome.
Yes. So they're twin sisters, found out they're pregnant, 13 days due. Due dates were different. And it's just amazing because as luck would have it, right? So I think it was one of them went to, the due date came and went. Nothing happened August 1st, right? Mm-hmm. So then all of a sudden, I guess that's when, so Rachel was the one that her due date was the 1st, came, went, nothing. So then the 13th, can you imagine being 13 days overdue? What? Okay,
yes,
so that's some love. Oh, were you?
Not 13, but it was 7.
No. Whew. No.
I think Honey was about 14 days overdue with story time.
Are you serious?
Dead serious. He was due April 21st. He was not born until May the 12th.
Honey.
And she finally said, you take him out or I'm going to. Oh.
Your mom. Oh, I love her.
She said he's going to start kindergarten and just walk out.
That is so funny. Well, yeah, she deserves an extra love on Mother's Day for that. My goodness. Any day overdue is 10 days of extra presents in my eyes. But anyway, so yeah, Rachel went 13 days. So then August 13 comes up. She elected to go be induced, right?
Yes.
So then Becky, her sister, she started having contractions on her due date, and then sure enough, they're only about 2 hours away from each other. Her husband and Rachel and her husband ended up going and driving over there to get, they had scheduled it all to get induced at the hospital. It was just wild experience. So yes, on August 15th, they ended up, well, I guess because they didn't schedule it for the 13th, obviously, but whatever happened on the 15th, Rachel had her little boy at 10:41, and then 6:54, Becky gave birth to Andy, a boy too.
A girl.
Nah. You think? Well, because it's spelled with an I?
It's spelled with an I, and the middle name is Isabella.
All right, look, you're going to be really hateful on me. And is there an Isabella in the house? Can a man, Isabella, reach out to me so we could set Jenn straight? I didn't hear anything. Okay, never mind. You may be right.
And Andy with an I.
Okay, you know what? All right. What's your... Yeah, share the sweetness.
I've been informed it was 20 days overdue. 20 days.
Shut the front door.
Yeah.
Honey. Whew. I've always had respect for you, but now, I mean, good night. You might as well start preaching at church on Sunday because you deserve it. You could be a preacher after that. That's like seminary school. Done. You qualify. Good night. Okay.
Oh my gosh.
Oh wow. So I was trying to share some sweetness, and then Ms. Jenn corrected me because I got it all mixed up. But yes, the twin identical sisters.
Sweetness.
It is sweetness, even though she brought some grit to the end.
That's what I'm here for.
So why don't you share some sweetness too, Mama?
Okay. Mother of 3 in Louisiana.
Yeah.
Claims $2 million Powerball prize the day before her birthday.
Oh, could you imagine?
What? Yeah, Sarah Abear cashed in her $2 million winning Powerball ticket on September 5th, just a day before her 26th birthday.
Oh, my goodness.
The winning ticket was purchased just days before the drawing for the $758.7 million Powerball jackpot.
Well, I would, I definitely take the 2 million,
Absolutely.
And shout out to Sarah. Good job. Well, I say good job. I mean, congratulations, honey.
Yes.
Well, I'm sure it's well deserved. And certainly, I think we've all learned or seen this stuff on TV about, we all, of course, I think all of us know you can't win if you don't play, right? So you've got to play. But at the same time, we all know realistically, the odds are, I mean, what, 1 in a trillion? Of course, that's not true, but they're crazy
those are
odds.
Not accurate.
Yeah, they're not accurate. But the crazy odds, right, to be winning.
Right.
But that being said, I've also seen so much information about, those lotto winners that grow unhappy and just down and out or more or less are broke.
Because they don't do things properly.
Yeah. So, certainly shout out to Sarah, and hopefully, certainly kind of do it right, girl. Do it right.
I'm telling you what, if we want to win the lottery, we're going to have to go buy a ticket up north, because that seems to be where a lot of the tickets come from, the winning tickets.
But
like Powerball,
Oh, yeah,
the big time.
Well, I mean, I would try to. No, that's a good point. I mean, I don't follow it as much because only when it's like big notoriety do I, go in on it. But at the same time, what I do love about Texas, and I could be wrong here, but I don't think you need to announce your name, okay? Because Sarah obviously put her name out there, so Sarah's going to have some troubles.
Well, as of September 1st, a law went into effect that you can retain your anonymity in Texas with lottery winning.
Look at you. When did you look at
Well, I like to know what laws go into effect, so
wow.
I looked to see what laws were passed, and that was one of them.
Oh, okay. I didn't know if you were like, more or less vetting yourself for your next chapter and not telling me, so
I was in law enforcement.
Remember? Oh, that's right. That's right. Yeah. Well, yes, Grit. I remember. Don't frisk me. Sorry. My brother, I could just hear him going, "What are you, a cop?" Like, that's what Chris says all the time when you ask him things like,
right.
Well, what are you going to do? Blah, blah, blah. What are you asking me all these questions for? Are you a cop? And I'm like, what does that mean? It's a line from a movie. I know, but I don't know the movie. I'm like, where? It's the most like weird statement somebody has ever said to me. Anyway, so I love that you can keep your
anonymity.
Thank you. Because, yeah, that's where I feel like you're a target, a moving target, you know.
Absolutely.
And it's super tough. So much shout out to Sarah. And I'm sure, you know, she's got some good people in her corner that are going to look out for it. But more than anything, blessings and good fortune for, you know, years to come with that.
Yes.
Certainly being a mother, being able to put your children through school and provide for them, that's something we all dream of, right? So very cool. And then just another little moment of sharing my sweetness. It's actually local sweetness. You ready for this?
Yeah, come on.
So a wandering tortoise was rescued in East Montgomery County. I love this. Okay, so deputies in Montgomery County were teamed up with the Texas Game Wardens Thursday morning to rescue a large tortoise that was found wandering along a Porter roadway. I love this area. It's so cute because, you know, there's a lot of hunters. There
Yes.
could have been some hate. And there could have been someone really hateful on the road trying to
Yeah.
do something. But I think if
Could be somebody eating tortoise soup right now.
right?
You know?
And I mean, I'm not gonna lie, I have stopped in the road in my neighborhood because there's been a little turtle going across, and me just like pick it up and put it on the side because you feel for him, like, you know, you're like, come on, it's gonna take you like half the day to get across. Let me just help you out here. But could you imagine seeing? I mean, now this tortoise. Okay, so at first it was
Yes.
mistaken for a turtle, right? So
Yes.
the precinct 4 was called to apprehend the rogue animal, as they say. So it was on September 14th. Get this, 35 pounds.
Oh my gosh.
Okay, so at first it was mistakenly identified as a turtle, but really the game wardens arrived and they took it, made sure that it's to a safe haven. We don't know exactly where, but I trust that it was in, you know, one of the tortoise sanctuaries in the area. But either way, isn't that sharing the sweetness? Because again, we live in a great area and we live in a great country hunting area. So I
Yes.
don't, you know, and it's fair game, really, the animal and wildlife out
Right.
there. But I love how we've got some snow whites among us, and certainly, you know, just respecting the tortoise. And 35 pounds, good night. That's got to be
Yes.
some massiveness. So it had to be someone's pet, don't you think?
Probably.
I mean, I know everything's bigger in Texas, but surely.
You never know.
So right there at the lake, because, you know, we went to the Conroe, we went to the kid thing last week, the kid park or
Yeah.
the kid event.
Yes.
And I saw some turtle. Oh, I didn't realize it, but people that are fishermen were like, see the turtle? And I'm like, what? That thing sticking out of the water? I had no idea. So could you imagine something that massive? I mean, good night.
Yeah.
So sharing the sweetness, and it actually came in local. So if you've got some sweetness you want to share, whether it's news stories or just something sweet or great going on in your life, we encourage you to reach out to us on Facebook, right? And frankly, I mean, connect with us regardless on Facebook. That's our
Yes.
go-to. Second tier is, of course, going to our email and YouTube and our Twitter. But we're, you know, don't love Twitter as much because they didn't let us keep the whole, you know, Texas of Grit and Grace, Texas. They only gave us Grit and Grace text. So Twitter, we will, you know, certainly love you more when you add more characters to the handler names. Just saying, this is how we start the trend. No,
Yes.
that being said, yeah, you've got to connect with us because we're Lone Star Community Radio. We are on Conroe's FM 104.5 and 106.1, irlonestar.com, and I forget to mention this just because to me it's a go-to, but the Lone Star app, right?
Yes.
That's
Lone Star Internet Radio.
Thank you. Yeah, because that is the best way to plug in because our signal is, you know, right kind of concentrated in the Conroe metro area, which sounds funny to say, but it really is. So that being said, to really plug into us worldwide all the time, 24/7, rain or shine, you've got to get the app. And it's really the best way to kind of connect with us and the station itself because there's all kinds of talk shows. There's all kinds of music. We've got jazz later today. We've got country right after us, you know, until the 10 o'clock show starts. I mean, it's amazing the things that Lone Star Community Radio really brings to those in the community. So we're going to take a quick break and then we're going to come back because I don't know about you, but I think we need to go off to Dreamland. What do you think?
Sounds like a plan.
All right. Y'all stay tuned. We've got more of Grit and Grace with Jennifer and Merideth coming up next.